What's up, everybody? Welcome to Day Drinkers. I am Edgar, and here with my co-host,
Will.
That's right. So we're here together for another episode. We're going to be reviewing a solid whiskey. And since this man right here is the myth, the legend on whiskey, the connoisseur himself, though he will deny it at every front. Go ahead, Will. Introduce it to what we're drinking today.
Yeah, first off, make sure that you like, subscribe, hit that button. This is the only way that our wives let us drink on weekdays. So,
That's right.
Right here, this is Old Bardstown. And as you thought, this is obviously Bardstown product. That is wrong. This is actually made by Willett Distillery, which hopefully coming up in the next few weeks, we'll have an opportunity to drop in via Skype with one of the master distillers and talk a little bit more about their line and product, maybe get a few expressions that they would be so gracious to send to us so that we can further represent their brand in the greatest light.
So let me ask you,
Yep.
You said it's not Bardstown, it's Willett.
It is Willett. So
what are the popular Willett beverages out there right now? Spirits.
Really, you do have one that's called Old Bardstown Estate, which you can find in a lot of different areas.
Okay.
You also have the Willett Straight Bourbon. If you guys don't know what it is, you've probably seen it before. It has like a medium base, and then it flutes up, and then it almost looks like a canteen or what are those things called? Decanter by itself. But this one right here, you can only get in Kentucky. So if you're passing through, $33 for a handle.
So you're telling me I can't find it in America's finest city?
Yep. Nope. Unfortunately, you cannot find it in Detroit. But what this is this is going to be a budget friendly. I think I picked this one up for right around $22.
Wow.
So it sits pretty comparable, and I think that it elevates from Jack Daniel's in the sense that it is 100 proof, but it sips really light. So we're going to go ahead and get into it here.
Cheers, Day Drinker.
Cheers. So what I really like about this is how smooth it sits. It is a sour mash build. Don't ask me what that means. I did forget. But it is.
We've had a few drinks before this, so
yeah, not enough. Got to take advantage. But to me, when it says the expression "the greatest Kentucky bourbon," I personally think that this is probably the holy grail in my opinion. So affordable, good proof, sips real light. It's just super smooth. It does have that sweetness on the back end that I really enjoy. Any thoughts there, Edgar?
On the initial sip, it tastes something very distinct. I haven't tried a whiskey that has the same flavor to it upon sipping it, but I definitely get the sweeter notes at the back end of the drink. Even when after you've taken a sip from it, it tastes just pleasant in your mouth. I know a lot of times you'll have a spirit and it kind of leaves that bitterness in your mouth. This one doesn't. This one's actually really, really smooth and quite friendly. It makes you want to drink some more.
Yeah, so as I mentioned before, this is 100 proof. It is called bottled and bond. Do you know what bottled and bond means?
No.
So unlike small batch, where that's just a marketing term, this right here is going to have a set requirement and specifications that it has to come out in order to be bottled and bond. One of the most important is that it has to be 100 proof. It cannot be 101. It cannot be 99 or 93. So it just holds a certain standard is what I would say if you're looking for just a bourbon at its, just baseline level. This right here is going to be something that has been done the same as it was back, in the turn of the 1800s or the 1900s. Gotta name myself from 1900s, but yeah. So that's one cool thing about bottled and bond.
So, are there any other popular ones that are out there on the market right now that can claim to be bottled and bond?
Oh yeah. Everybody has it. Jack Daniel's just recently released one. So it doesn't really matter who releases it or when they release it, but it just has to follow a certain guideline or parameter.
Okay.
That how it was distilled, back in the turns of, like I said, the 19th century. This one right here is going to be James E. Pepper, or Old Pepper Distillery. This is going to be I believe, bottled and bond as well. So it is going to be 100 proof. So that's just another example. And then I don't believe the E.H. Taylor's bottled and bond. That's just small batch. But I think that sits at 100 proof as well. It's just going to be a little bit different mash bill than what's traditionally found with a bottle and bond.
Cool. So you gave me the holy grail of drinks. If you're telling me I can get this for 20 some dollars,
Oh, yeah.
and that's what you're getting, that is absolutely the holy grail of drinks.
Yeah.
And something that I would gladly share with somebody who's also being introduced to whiskey because of the distinct flavor in the beginning and that sweetness afterwards.
That is
it makes
called
you,
bliss, Edgar.
that's right. In the theological world, we call it the beatific vision, which is the vision of God. So,
Well, there you have it. Another one in the books. This Bardstown, final notes. I think that we definitely approve. I think that this is the first or maybe second Holy Grail that we've covered. So stay tuned for so much more.
next, that's right. And if it was legal, Will would be sending me a bottle to the finest city in America.
Yes, I would if you lived in Inglewood, California. Awesome. So, all right. Let's go ahead and wrap this up.
All right.
Thank you so much. Here on Day Drinkers, go ahead, drink responsibly, and have a great day, drinkers.